Hey guys, how's everybody doing tonight? Hope everyone is well. So tonight was or this weekend's poll was pretty crazy. It was neck and neck. I mean, I think this guy won by like point like 0.1%. I can't believe it. That's crazy. Barely beat out the Interrupted by a Royal Wedding. Apologies to anybody who wanted that, because it seemed like a lot of people wanted that one, but it was not to be. If I had more time, I would color both of them, but alas, I do not. How's it going, guys? It was really neck and neck, like the whole time, and in the last, even up to the very last bit, it's like a crazy vote. I've never ever had this close of a finish. Usually it's a landslide. Not tonight. This one barely won. But probably, I'm thinking it won because it probably resonated with a little bit more people, where the Royal Wedding one is more of a memory of mine, and people who are into royal weddings probably like that one. Whereas this one was when I was talking about bad habits. And I think that's why this one probably barely won. So if you didn't catch it this week when I talked about this one was not necessarily me recollecting a story. It was more about just me thinking about things and thinking about bad habits that I have, bad habits that just people have in general, and how difficult they can be to break. I read somewhere where I think they said it takes 21 or 22 days to change your brain patterns if you're trying to break yourself of a habit. And then only after 66 days does it really start like taking in a lasting way. So, you got to definitely an uphill climb if you're trying to break yourself of some type of habit. But it can be done. Definitely not easy. If it were easy, then no one would have bad habits. But if you are willing to put in the time and effort and forgive yourself when you slip up and recommit to your promise to yourself that you're going to break yourself of a bad habit, that's when it becomes possible. And say it always works, but it definitely becomes possible when you commit to it and then allow yourself to slip up, or forgive yourself when you do slip up. When you can do that, then you open yourself up to the possibility of breaking yourself of bad habits. So that's a little summary of what we went over on that day for this drawing. Oh, thank you, Michael. Yes, I just qualified for getting stars on these live streams, so that's pretty cool. It's cool because it just it helps with getting supplies. I really excited because it'll help me get I can get more paper if I run out of ink on pens. If that happens, and I can appeal to the stars for help. For you guys are my stars. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Rona. Hey, Gail, Leanne, Lisa. Okay. Try to make this a bit nicer than I had it before. Thank you, Sharon. Yes, if you could spread the live, that would be awesome. Thank you, Chris. Hey, Louise. Hey, Connie. Hey, Charlotte. I think this time I'll be able to get into drawing or inking, coloring, quicker, because there was not much to this particular drawing. And I have to be mindful about covering up what I'm drawing. So apologies for that. So in this picture, I was drawing my bad habits, and it's me dreaming about participating in my bad habits. One of them being that I like to sleep. It's a bad habit because I can sleep the day away if I let myself. And there's lots to be done during the day. Also, I am guilty of chocolate shakes, drinking chocolate shakes, or just sweets in general, because I am pre-diabetic. Although this week, if you didn't hear, we got our labs done last week, or the week before, and then last week or Friday we went to see the doctor to talk about the lab work, and I think what it looked like was that my pre-diabetes is, while still there, it's like the very lowest number to qualify for pre-diabetes. So, and I've been kind of eating sweets and not being good. So I think we've started to get back on track today. If you watched the live, my wife was making a healthy dinner for us. that was cool. And I think this is the beginning. This is the start of us getting back on track. So, with any luck, perhaps I will reverse my prediabetes. That would be awesome. That would be really awesome. Jersey says she's been trying to break her habit of eating chocolate every night. Well, I can relate because I love chocolate. Chocolate malts are my favorite. They're my downfall. So this weekend we've been doing stuff around the house, but as far as drawing goes, I have been working on this month's winner from the fan subscriber group, the Friendly Friendlers, that's on Facebook, where it's a subscription, but people can that are part of it, if they want. The reason that they join is because they want me to do commissions for them. So I've been working on this month's commissioned drawing, and so that's been fun because we had to go back and forth with the person who won this month to get the right information and get the photos that we need for reference, and so I've got all those, and I've been drawing. I inked it all in, and now I'm going to starting in with the colors for that, and that should be done by the end of the month. And then I also today I've been working on some new sketches. I filmed those for TikTok, so they're going to be a different format than the drawings that you're seeing here on YouTube and Facebook. They're going to be faster drawings, shorter drawings, because it has to be a certain amount of time. So there are faster sketches that I'm doing. I'm just going to record a short little 5-minute or so blurb for that sketch, and then we're going to time lapse the drawing so that it'll fit in that 4 or 5 minute time span. So that's the plan for that. So hopefully I will have those up this week. I did 5 of them because they are quicker than the ones that I do here. But I'll let you guys know on the Sketchy Friendler page when those go up, and then check TikTok as well, because that's where they're going up. Hey Angela, hey Maria, hey Charlene. Okay. Let's just put a little outline around this. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Misty. Debbie wants to know what kind of pencil this is. These are not pencils. These are graphic pens. This is called an Autographic Liner, and I like these because they don't bleed or feather when I go back over with my markers as long as the ink has dried. All right, real quick, I'm just gonna make sure that I've drawn everything or inked in everything I need to ink. So when I erase, I won't erase anything that I haven't inked over. All right. Oh, well, you can always watch it later on, Angela. Okay, I think we're ready here. I'll get my handy dandy kneaded eraser.
If you get done early, you could color both.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm fast, I might be able to. You may get a bonus, so I just have to get done in a timely fashion. So I'm just cleaning this up before I ink everything in. If you're not familiar, tonight is the night that the weekly winner of the drawings that I did during the week gets inked in and colored. Yeah, Pete, there was less blue on this one. I think probably because I just kind of got into it pretty quickly. Usually, there'll be more blue if I feel like I need a little bit more construction and not feeling as confident about my drawing. Oh, looks like I forgot a line here. Thanks, Debbie. So this month, plenty of the stars that I get, I'm going to buy more drawing tablets. Because I can never have enough drawing tablets.
How are you liking the bigger tablet size?
I like the bigger tablet size because I don't feel like I'm not cramped or constricted into a smaller space. I can go as big as I want. If I want to do more drawings on one page, I got the flexibility to do that.
Even though you're using like half page per, you're fine with the sharing.
It takes getting used to, but I think, I mean, as far as like being more ecologically minded.
Sustainable.
Yeah, like, I mean, you know, I love paper, but I mean, I am killing trees by doing this, so, you know.
Well, and they're quite expensive.
Yeah.
How many sheets are in one of those big tablets?
Probably like 20 maybe.
Yeah, it's not even a whole month's worth, and they're
Yeah.
like what, $40 or something a piece?
Yeah. Yep.
It would be nice to have one picture on each page because for the purposes of taking that picture and possibly reproducing it.
Right. Yes, Deb, I am always dreaming of drinking a chocolate malt, even when I'm awake. That's definitely my happy place, chocolate malts. Okay, I think I'm almost finished erasing here. All right. I think we are ready. Oh, hey, look at that. My markers are still nice from last week. Surprising. That's even more organized than I'm usually than I usually am.
When you surprise yourself.
Yeah, like, oh wow, hey, I'm somewhat organized today. Okay.
Rhonda says, don't forget your signature and date.
Oh, yes.
He needs that reminder.
I do. I forget all the time. You know, up until like I started doing this, I hardly ever signed my art. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't. Maybe I just kind of always felt like it was pretentious, but I guess it's cool because, I mean, you got to know who drew it, right? If you're interested.
Well, in this case, it also offers you a modicum of protection.
Right, exactly.
Look at that look of love in your eyes. You don't even look at me that way. Look at those eyes. My goodness. Like heart eyes over that milkshake. Sultry. That's when you hear that Boom, boom. Oh yeah. In the background.
All right. Let's see.
Debbie's asking where the Amazon list is on the website. Can you tell her how to get to it?
You can go to the AMC Princess Anna
She's there.
.com page, and then what is it? It's
Click on support.
yeah,
Click on the
support
page.
yeah.
If you go to the support page off the website and scroll down just a little bit, you'll see the link to the Amazon.
Right.
Connie wants to know what you're holding in your left hand in the picture. Is that your cell phone? Are you taking
Yeah.
a selfie?
Cell phone is like, I like to be on my cell phone, play video games, or reading. That's another just a bad habit in terms of just avoidance of dealing with real life, just going on computer. So yeah, I mean, I think most bad habits are to avoid, or it's about avoidance, right? Avoidance with dealing with things that stress you out, or I think whatever your bad habit is, probably it has to do with that. Okay. Cassandra says, I always hoped I would eventually burn out on chocolate malts, but I guess it's not going to happen. Just have to avoid them to my dying day. Yeah, I think I'm in the same boat. Some people don't like malt flavor. I don't know. I've always liked it. And I don't like beer or anything, but I do like malt. Like when I was a little kid, my mom would get that malted milk powder, and I'd have malted milk. So good. Or Whoppers. Or if you go to, like, I remember back in the 70s, they had the health food store. They have kind of like the big giant Whoppers. They're like real, though. They're like real chocolate and bigger malt balls. So good.
You make me feel nauseous.
What do you know?
Nothing. Because I can't eat them because they make me feel nauseous.
No.
It's the texture inside that gets me.
Yeah.
It's like biting into styrofoam.
I love malt. It's so good. Lisa loves Whoppers. Kathleen says malts are 100% better than milkshakes. I agree.
I made you that one malt last year.
Oh, so good.
You said it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was good.
It was just avocado
And like
malt
and
cocoa powder.
And didn't you use like cream or
heavy whipping
cream? Yeah.
Yeah, sounds right.
That was good.
Oh wow, Becky says I probably wouldn't like malts now. I don't like chocolate anymore since I had COVID.
Oh wow.
Huh.
It messed with your taste buds? Well, it certainly messed with mine because I'll tell you, when I had COVID back in 2020, I was just telling my wife here that the only things that I could taste were was kimchi because it's like super like salty and spicy and tangy, and chocolate ice cream. Those are the only things that I could actually taste other than like slightly salty or slightly sweet or nothing at all. But those are the flavors that I could actually tell what was going on. But that's tragic. I am sorry that you can't enjoy chocolate anymore. Hope you'll one day be able to have it again. If that's what you want. If you don't, then I guess it's a blessing in disguise. Kathleen says it gives her heartburn. Like any kind of like chocolate bars or just anything chocolate. Jersey said it would. She's a chocoholic and she couldn't have chocolate, would kill her. Yeah, it would definitely would make me very, very sad if I couldn't partake in chocolate at all anymore.
Oh, is that her time?
Yeah, she's done. Anna's finished with her stretching.
All right. Ugh.
Thank you, Maria. Jersey, I agree. When you make chocolate shakes, you make it with chocolate. Don't just put chocolate syrup in the vanilla. I'm messing up all the nice organizations. Different markers. I'm trying to find this one gray marker. Let's see it. You know, that's the thing. Like, I've got lots of markers, and that's cool, but it's not cool because, you know, if you can't find what you're looking for, it doesn't matter how many markers you have. You know, here I see a lot of people are making comments about just how can't having caffeine. You know, for many, many, many years, I didn't like coffee. I couldn't drink coffee because it would like make my hands shake and I'd get all crazy. But then when I was in my late 30s, at one job, like I started drinking coffee because I was tired and I liked it. And ever since then, I've enjoyed coffee, but I don't have to have it. You know, I like it, but I don't have to have it. I do like tea though, also. Not just green tea, but I like Earl Grey. I like um, English breakfast. But yeah, that's another thing. People are addicted to coffee since we're on the addiction or the bad habits. Yeah, I mean, I remember the times when my mom or my dad, they were both huge coffee people. When they didn't have coffee, they get horrible headaches. That did not seem like something that I wanted to do. That's why I probably wasn't into coffee also when I was younger. Hibiscus tea, good for lowering blood pressure. Good to know.
Hey Dad, I love you. You're cute. Good night.
Hey Google, broadcast.
What's the message?
I love you too, Anna. Good night.
Okay, broadcasting now.
Love you too, Anna. Good night. Everybody's saying good night to Anna.
Okay.
All right. What did she end up watching?
She found on Netflix the like TV show version of her Who Is books.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So she was watching Who Was Benjamin Franklin.
Oh, very cool. It's cool they have a TV version of that.
There's a whole bunch of them.
Nice.
They're like a half an hour each, so.
Good to know. Well, I'm glad you like watching me color, Cindy. Some people like the sound of it. I like the sound of markers. Surely, yeah, I do like the smell of black permanent marker too. Michael. All right. Thank you, Adam. Lori says, I still try to eat chocolate occasionally, and I regret it every time. Oh, bummer. PJO says, when I was a little one, my sis and I would finger paint. I like the smell of it and can remember today how it smelled. Yeah, I remember the smell of finger paint too. I like that smell also. It's interesting how memories can be scents as well. It's not just something that you saw. You can smell things.
I like the rubber cement
Oh, yeah.
smell when I was a kid.
Yeah, I did too. My mom had it because she was a graphic designer and an illustrator, so rubber cement was always around. There was also, back then, there was a lot of like stuff that you probably shouldn't smell that I think is like illegal now because it's been determined to be toxic. But I remember there was these markers, kind of like these ones. I think it was like some really bad chemical that they don't make them anymore. It might have been benzene or something really bad. But I used to love the smell of those too. But I mean, that's there's some real bad stuff back in the day. I can't believe like. I also was I interned at an architecture firm when I was 14. So they had me up in the blueprint room making blueprints with all the like ammonia and this who knows what else. But oh man, I just remember having I had to step out of there because like I'd be gasping for air. It was not ventilated.
You know what else I remember from when we were little?
Huh.
The smell of the Xerox machine.
Oh yeah, the toner.
I like that too.
Yeah, that was good. Good too. What colors? Let's mix things up. Not a color I would definitely I wouldn't be using. But you know what? This is a drawing. We can do whatever we want. Creative license.
Are you trying to say you wouldn't own a purple blanket?
I mean, I wouldn't mind. I mean, if it was around and I was cold, I'd use it, but I wouldn't like actively go out and buy one.
You like purple.
I do, but I mean, for a blanket?
It works the same. No
Yeah, I
matter
mean,
what it is.
the functionality of it, as long as it keeps you warm.
I guess it depends on the color of your room.
Right. If I had Anna's playroom, probably maybe that would work. Pink walls. But Not in just a regular color though.
I'm reading the comments from the live earlier, and a lot of people are saying they want to see the peach recipe tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. You should. I think people think it'll be good. I mean, the recipe looked good to me.
Yeah.
I'm sure when people see it, they'll probably want it. Michael says the weird smell of budget car rental offices. Memories. Okay.
Oh yeah, Linda says the smell of movie theater butter popcorn.
Oh boy, I got a story about movie butter popcorn. So, like I said, I in high school I worked at a couple of movie theaters because I love movies, and I was able to go see a lot of free movies. But one of the other free things that we were entitled to was free popcorn. So I got tons of popcorn, and so much so I don't really care for popcorn anymore. I'll have it, but there was probably a good 15 years where I just refused to eat popcorn. But even now, I don't actively seek out popcorn. I'll eat it. Sometimes I like it too, but I just don't seek it out. But I hate to tell you people, I'm gonna have to tell you people this because you got to know if you're gonna be eating the butter popcorn from the movie theater. It comes in a giant clear tub, and it looks like petroleum jelly. It looks like Vaseline. You take a big spoon and you spoon it out and you put it into the butter machine, and that melts it down. But in its inert state, it's really gross looking. And it says on the outside, it says pure concentrated butter fat. Isn't butter fat? I don't know what butter fat is, but
it's the fat off the butter, when they make the butter.
Wow, it's the fat off the fat.
It's normally you would discard it, but
yeah, and it just looks like and it looks like Vaseline until you melt it in the popcorn butter machine.
That's why it coats your arteries so well.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
It's primed for that purpose.
Yeah, so think about that, and then now you can make an informed choice when you partake in the butter popcorn at the movie theater next time. All right, so let's see. It's been about an hour here.
Oh, so somebody said the smell of fresh mowed grass. That's another one of my favorites. But the funny thing is, I learned in grad school, because I went to school for environmental sustainability and took a lot of environment classes, that the reason why grass smells that way, it's basically like the grass pheromone that it gives out to let the other grass know that it's being injured so that like everybody knows that something terrible is happening. So basically when I smell it, I like the smell, but I think of like screaming blades of grass.
It's the smell of grass.
Terror.
Yes. I don't like it because to me it conjures up. I have hay fever. So to me, it's like I panic just as much as the grass panics when I smell that because I'm like, oh boy, allergy times are coming.
Wow, now things are getting dark.
Yep.
Dog. Sorry, Lisa.
What?
She said, oh no, now I'm going to think of that.
You've ruined it.
Plants have feelings too. Theirs is a more primal response. You don't have to stress about it. There's no like pain receptors. It's just a function. Now trees, however, and tree roots, I don't know, man. Trees are pretty phenomenal.
I just think it's interesting how they all, plants and trees and all that, communicate to each other through the root systems.
I know.
That's fascinating to me.
Well, that's why I'm saying the trees. You gotta wonder,
Yeah.
the way that they talk in the fungal network underneath the ground is really wild if you learn about it. That was one of my favorite things to learn about in grad school. Somebody said, why would grass need to warn other grass? It's not like it can run away or fight. Well, some plants actually do have the ability to either move or close up or like shrink back. So that's why they have like a, not, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Not historic, but they have like a evolved ability to warn each other. He says, I wonder if it's to attract predators that would eat the grass eaters. And now I have the song Man Eater in my head, but grass eaters.
Don't demonetize.
You're not monetized. They won't
Oh, yeah.
monetize your live streams.
Oh, yeah. They ruined it. They never, for some reason.
I can sing all I want on your
Yeah.
live streams.
because it's never.
I did submit another request. I thought maybe they were holding up because of length of time, and since they approved your stars, I decided to give it another go.
Well, you can only try, right? I think it falls on deaf ears, though, or it falls on AI ears that don't care.
I'm telling you, I think they don't like your overlay.
Really?
Yeah, I think they don't like the name and the picture overlaid on the live stream because it doesn't look like their proprietary live streaming system.
Mm.
I have a feeling if we turn that off for a bit, they might approve them.
Okay, well, maybe we'll try that.
All right, guys, you're going to have to send some stars because by the time he's done with this picture, he's going to need another blue marker. $10 blue marker.
I'm using it in my markers for you people.
I use my marker for you. How many followers are you up to now, Aaron? That's a good question, Carol. Let me look.
12 something, right?
Well, yeah, Mari said you had at least 12,000. Let me see what it's at right now. Excuse me, 12,066. Not bad, baby.
Yeah, I can't, even 1,000 is amazing to me.
It's going to keep growing and growing and growing.
Exciting. Thanks, Carol. Krista said the trees and the Wizard of Oz fight back.
Yeah, here I'm Sharon. Sharon says, I'm a conspiracy theorist and I don't even believe you. I'm sending a link to chat right now for anybody who doesn't believe me. You can read about it. It's a real thing. It's a distress signal. And go read about it on Reddit or just type into Google. Does grass warn other grass when it's cut? All kinds of stuff will come up. The picture is very colorful, baby. I like it.
Thank you.
Very vibrant.
Well, uh-oh.
What happened?
The camera always cuts out after an hour or something.
No.
Sorry, guys. Trying to get this back online. There we go. Why is it not? Okay, there we go.
There's no like,
What?
because it says battery exhausted.
Really?
Yeah. You gotta check.
Those 4 dots were on earlier.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, look. 4 blue doesn't count. Blue means dead. Green.
Oh.
You need 4 green dots, baby.
I had no idea. I thought the blue was the dot. I didn't know.
Where's your other battery pack? It's Aaron after dark. Literally.
Sorry, guys. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry.
They can still hear you.
Yeah.
Just talk to them.
Yeah, let me just talk to you guys. Blackout, yes. Challenge is I colored the lens. Yeah, I put black on the lens. So there's these dots, like these lights on the actual battery pack that are blue or green, but I never realized there was green. I just always looked at the blue. I thought the blue was just means that power. I had no idea that that meant.
All right.
Okay, are we
Turn
back?
it back on?
Yeah, let's do
You
it.
gonna turn it back on?
Okay, sorry. All right, I think this should work.
Hopefully. I think mine has more juice.
We got to zoom in now because I turned it off. Okay, I think that should do it.
All right.
Okay, we're coming in on the home stretch, guys. All right, and now I just have to sign this. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, guys. I think that should do it for now. Let me see. Is there any other questions that anybody has? Thank you, Julie. Thanks, Joyce. I'm glad you like it. Thank you, Carol. Michael. Thanks, Kathleen. Thank you, Carol. So, let's see. Is there anything?
Your 10K stuff comes down Wednesday. It's just a couple days away.
Oh, yeah. So if you wanted to get the discount on the digital print for my 10,000 Facebook follower drawing, then do that before Wednesday because the coupon's coming down. And then if you wanted to get a limited edition tumbler or t-shirt for that image as well, that is going to be available till Wednesday. So yes, other than that, again, I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Check out TikTok this week. We've got new stuff that is going to be going up. It's a whole new idea that we've decided we're going to try out. It's going to be different drawings. They're faster, and they'll be about 4 or 5 minutes.
That discount code, if anybody wants to grab that first drawing of yours before the discount code is gone,
Mhm.
the discount code is capital F, capital B, capital K. So it's like Facebook 10K, and all the letters are in caps, and the number is the number 10. FB 10K.
FB10K.
All caps.
All caps. All right.
To get you $25 off the cost of the digital print. Takes it down to $15.
And I just one of you guys just sent an image that they printed that image out onto a canvas. So that's awesome. Thank you. I mean, I can't even imagine that somebody has my drawing up on their wall. It's very flattering. Thank you so much. Thank you everybody for hanging out, and any of you guys want to check out what I'm doing this week, I'll be back tomorrow, and then we'll do it all over again.
Michael says he's enjoying his tumblers. Thank you.
Oh, awesome. I'm enjoying them too. I couldn't believe they're really nice quality. I honestly had no idea how cool they were. So, yeah. All right, guys. We'll talk to you soon, and see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Have a good evening and have a great week. Bye.